From winning the lottery to finding 500 four-leaf clovers, today we are gonna be looking at 23 of the rarest, and I mean rare, things in the world.
Statistically speaking, as I'll be doing here, you might have heard that a total solar eclipse is a rare thing.
True,
Sorry, but that's a bit of a myth. This phenomenon occurs approximately once every 18 months. The next one will take place in April 2024, so you can check it out yourself. Okay,
Mark
and
the
this one is
calendar.
pretty rare, but not impossible. The odds of being struck by lightning
Becoming
are
the
1 in
Flash.
3,000. There are also some positive statistics. The odds that you survive the lightning strike are 9 in 10. Shocking. And what about having 12 fingers? Well, it's higher odds than a lightning strike. The experts give different figures, but it's about 1 in 500, 1 in 750, to 1 in 1,000 odds.
That's
and
actually
just
high.
think of the piano possibilities. Now, seeing a
That's
double
actually
egg
high.
yolk is just as unusual. You can find such a yolk in
I've
1
never
in
seen
1,000 eggs. They're usually laid by
Ever.
younger hens, and they're rookies, still learning how to lay eggs right. Just kidding. By the way, it's also possible to find a triple yolk in an egg, but this time the odds are higher. It's 1 in 25 million. At least the British Egg Information Service says so. A guy from Australia found such an egg and shared the photo. He said the triple egg yolk tastes just like any other regular one.
3 though.
The world record is 9 yolks in one egg.
9.
Another record is that a woman from Britain found 29 double yolkers, and all of them were from the same package. Finding a four-leaf clover is considered to be a sign of good luck in Ireland, but this is pretty rare, and the odds are only about 1 in every 10,000 clovers. But Gabriella Gerhard of Fitchburg, Wisconsin, managed to find 451 four-leaf clovers in 1 hour. So I guess nothing is
451.
impossible. If you try hard enough, you'll probably even find a
that's a
7-leaf
joke.
clover. But this time, the odds are 1 in 250 million.
Bruh,
Can you
that's
imagine puffy chips?
So...
An Australian kid found one and shared it on TikTok. The story evolved so much that the girl even created a listing for the puffy chip on eBay. It all got pretty viral, and the bids were insanely high, like up to $100,000 for the chip.
Bruh, that's
Eventually,
so much
the
money.
listing was taken down, but the kids still managed to sell it. The Doritos maker themselves offered a whopping $20,000 for this unique chip. On the other hand, your odds of being injured by a
Just
toilet
go by every...
are 1 in 10,000. Nope, I
Imagine
didn't
a
make
toilet,
that up.
you go
This
and take a
figure is
dunk and
quite
you are...
official. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention made a whole study on this issue, and in most cases, it's due to accidental falls, or as we like to say, a wipeout. Winning a lottery sounds next to impossible, especially if it's a McDonald's Monopoly game.
No.
A Canadian structural engineer,
Lottery.
Michael Ross, counted your
win a
odds of
lottery?
winning $1 million in the McDonald's Monopoly game. It's a whopping 1 in 451,822,158.
I think I'll take my chances.
We can't mention Whopper when we're talking about McDonald's. Anyway, I'm not sure anyone can eat that many chicken McNuggets to get those tickets. Earning this money seems way easier. In comparison with McD, the Powerball jackpot seems somewhat easier to win. The odds are 1 in 292 million. But still, your chances are very slim, to say the least. Don't buy that boat just yet. Over to you. What do you think is more real, becoming an astronaut or winning the lottery? Well, it's becoming an astronaut. It's almost 40 times more real to go into space than to win the McD Monopoly thing, as the odds are 1 in 12,100,000. Back in 2016, 18,300 people applied to NASA, and only 10 of them made it to the training class. Not to mention going to space.
Imagine being that lucky.
Now, if you're not satisfied with lottery winning odds, but finding a job is not an option for you, I have a nice piece of information for you. The odds of dating a millionaire are 1 in 215. Now we're talking.
I have my chances.
Don't disclose information on whether the millionaire you may date is generous or not. Hey, don't take this one seriously. Go get a good job. As for jobs, how about becoming a writer? The statistics say that the chances you may become successful aren't that bad. For instance, the odds that you write a best-selling novel are 1 in 220. Almost like dating a millionaire, but in this case, you won't have to ask for money. It'll be all yours. You can
Actually, that's
also
not bad.
become an actor. By the way, it's easier to win an Oscar than to win a lottery. The odds of winning this magnificent golden statuette are 1 in 11,500. But to win the
That's
Oscar,
actually
you
lower
gotta
than I
become a
thought.
movie star first, right? Well, prospects here are slimmer. You have a fat chance of 1 in 1,190,000.
Of course.
So they really aren't in your favor. But still, all this seems more probable than winning a lottery. By the way, why is it that fat chance and slim chance mean the same thing? Now let's see what your prospects of becoming a millionaire are. There are many ways to make money, but apparently each of us has a 6% to 22% chance of becoming a millionaire. Even if it's 6 in
That's
100,
actually-
it sounds like truly positive statistics, not to mention
Yeah.
22 in 100. Turns out that the
Yeah.
odds of winning an Olympic gold medal are very unlikely. According to some sources, it's only 1 in 662,000. Bravo to
Thousand.
all the athletes who made it. Now,
Man,
what do you
yeah.
think is rarer? Finding a pearl in an oyster or winning the Oscar? It's finding a pearl.
Oscar.
The probability is approximately 1 in 12,000. Are you into
No,
bowling?
but
It may seem
the
like
Oscar
a piece of
one
cake,
was
but the
if you're a
odds of
movie
playing
star.
a perfect 300 game are 1 in 460. And this statistic is for professionals.
Okay.
Things are harder for amateurs. Chances are 1 in
I'm
11,500.
a pro, trust
Yep,
me,
it
guys.
seems
I'm a
like
pro.
bowling is as hard as getting an Oscar. Wait, does Michelle Yeoh go bowling? Of course, she can do everything everywhere all at once. That's multitasking.
Strike.
Now let's play a guessing
Yeah.
game. What are the odds of becoming a centenarian? 1 in 5,000, 1 in 10,000, or 1 in 15,000? The right answer is 1 in 5,000. More so, they
Okay.
say that the youngest now have a much higher chance of living to 100 years and even more.
Nice.
If you've ever passed
Imagine
the
seeing 2
SAT,
centuries or
I
even-
hear you.
yeah, 2
It's a lot of
centuries.
stress. But next time your parents want you to study more to get a perfect score on the SAT, you can share these statistics. Back in 2015, only 504 of over 1.5 million students got every point. It's only 1 in 30,000, give or take. So don't sweat it. What are your chances of getting poisoned? Quite good, actually. No matter whether you eat in high-end restaurants or drive-through takeaways, food poisoning chances are approximately 1 in 6. Yep, 1 in 6 Americans experiences food poisoning in a year. So dig
Wow.
in.
Or in a year.
Now, I don't really want to
In a year,
compare
that's high,
Harvard
that's high.
University
No,
to
that's-
the lottery,
yeah, that's
but
high.
your chances of getting accepted into Harvard are way higher than winning a jackpot. Back in 2021, the acceptance rate was
Harvard.
3.2%, which is only about 3 students out of every 100 applicants.
100.
But then, you
Okay.
don't need to study hard to grab a lottery ticket. Hey, are you left-handed or right-handed? There are way more right-handed people, 85 to 90%, while only 10
Guess
to
who I am?
15%
The
are
comments.
left-handed. But what about ambidextrous people? These folks are rare. Only 1 in 100 people is ambidextrous. Now, if you can use both hands and handle some easy tasks with your non-dominant hand, it doesn't mean you're ambidextrous. To be such a person, you need to use both hands equally well. Hey, when is your birthday? It may seem that we all have a 1 in 365 odds of being born on any day of the year, but there's one
True,
exception.
that's just facts.
I'm talking about leap years and the 29th of February. There are
Okay.
1 in 1,461 odds of being born on that day. It's easy to
that's
calculate.
actually
It's the
high.
number of days in 4 years plus 1.
No.
You may not have found any reason why you're unique in this list, but trust me, you are. Just by the fact that you were
This guy is
born.
toxic.
Scientists say that you had approximately a 1 in 10 to the power of 2,685,000 chance of being born. You see, for you to arrive in the world, your parents
You have
needed
to
to meet,
race.
your grandparents too, and so on and so on and so on. Need I say
You still
more?
have to race.
Nope, I'm done. That's it for today.
Okay.
So hey, if you pacified your curiosity,
Nice.
then give the
Nice.
video a like
That's
and
why
share
you're
it with your
here.
friends. Or
You know,
if you
when
want
you were
more,
born,
just click on these videos
The
and
only
stay on
reason
the
you were
bright
born
side.
was to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, that was the only reason. Bye.